Hello students, let's start the chapter Control and Coordination of CBSE class 10th. What is control and coordination? So in the body of organism, especially in complex organism, there are a lots of tissue, organ and organ system. So there is a separate system that is control and coordination which functions as to coordinate the function of all tissue, organ and organ system of our body. All living organisms respond and react to change in the environment around them. And the change in the environment to which the organism respond and react are called as the stimuli. Stimuli is the plural, stimulus is the singular, such as light, heat, cold, sound, smell, touch, etc. Both plants and animals respond to the stimuli, but they respond in different manner. Now, control and coordination in animals. So in animals, control and coordination is brought about in all, it is brought about in all animals with the help of two main systems. So in animal, control and coordination is brought with the help of two systems. These are nervous system and endocrine system. Now the nervous system. Control and coordination are provided by nervous system and muscular tissue. Nervous tissue is made up of an organized network of nerve cells or neurons. Nerve cells are also called neurons and is specialized for conducting information via electrical impulse from one part of the body to another. Now the receptors. Receptors are the specialized tip of some nerve cells that detect the information from the environment, and these receptors are located in our sense organ. First one is the first sense organ here, ear. Ear is a hearing sense organ. So phonoreceptor, hearing and balance of the body is performed by the ear. Next sense organ is eye. So you know that visual organ. So photoreceptor and see are the receptors which are present in eye. Eye is the sense organ. Next is skin. So thermoreceptor which detect heat and cold, touch. So it is present in the skin. Nose, olfactory receptor, and it detects the smell. Tongue, gustatory receptor. So it has taste buds which detect the taste of different types. Now let's see the structure of neuron. Neuron is the structural and functional unit of nervous system. So this is the nucleus of neuron, and this is the cell body, this is the dendrite, and this is the axon of the nerve cell, and these are the nerve ending. Now the parts of neuron. Here dendrite, it acquires information. It acquires information. It means it receives information from the nerve ending of the neuron. Cell body, it acquires information travel as the electrical impulse. An axon, the longest fiber of the cell body. It's called the axon. It transmits electrical impulses from cell body to the dendrite of next neuron. Here, what is synapse? Synapse is a gap between the nerve ending of one neuron and dendrite of another neuron. Here electrical signal is converted into chemical signals for the onward transmission. And between these gaps, chemical field that is called the neurotransmitter. For example, acetylcholine. Acetylcholine is act as a neurotransmitter which is filled in the gap of synapse between the two neurons. So acetylcholine is a neurotransmitter. Now Reflex action. Reflex action is a quick, sudden, and immediate response of the body to a stimulus. For example, the knee jerk, the withdrawal of hand on touching heat object, hot object. Example, knee jerk and withdrawal of the hand on touching the hot object. Now, this structure is the reflex arc. So, reflex arc is a pathway through which nerve impulses passes during the reflex action. When receptor perceives stimulus, it transmits this stimulus to the spinal cord, especially the part of CNS. And this is the afferent nerve. It is also called the sensory neuron, which receive information from receptor organ, and it transmits the information from receptor to the spinal cord or CNS. And from CNS, motor neuron transmit the impulse to the or effector organ. Effector may be gland or muscles. And this neuron is called the motor neuron or afferent neuron. And the response will be according to the stimulus. Response are of three types: voluntary response. So voluntary response are controlled by the forebrain, the first part of the brain, like talking and writing, for example. And involuntary, voluntary means that is in control of our will, and involuntary that is not in control of our will. So, involuntary neurons, sorry, involuntary response are controlled by the midbrain and the hindbrain, like heart beating, vomiting, and respiration. These are the involuntary actions. So it is not in control of our will. Now, reflex action is controlled by the reflex action is controlled by the spinal cord. So withdrawal, like example, withdrawal of hand on touching a hot object. What is the need of reflex action? So in some situation, as touching a hot object or pinching, etc., we need to act quickly. Otherwise, our body will be harmed or damaged. So in this condition, reflex action is needed. So here response is generated from a spinal cord instead of the brain. So in reflex action, brain is not involved.